What's up, family? What is up? Love is a fire. Love is a fire. And love is either creating or destroying. Love is either creating or destroying. And today I am going to be guiding you on how to know and how to determine what type of love you are receiving. Is that love creative or is that love destructive? Okay. That's what we're going to be diving into today. Hey, lovely people who are hopping on, make sure you go ahead, especially those of you who are on YouTube, on Instagram. Hey, you know what y'all can do? Y'all can share the video to your story or something like that. Share with the people you know need this information about love. For those of you who are over here on YouTube, you also can like and share the video. Listen, ever since I knew I was going to be talking about this topic of love is a flame and what that really means in the spiritual sense, ever since I knew that's what I was going to be discussing, there's a song that's been in my head, y'all. And I think most of y'all will know this song. So sing it with me if you know it. It goes, tonight is the night that you make me a woman. What y'all know about that? You said you'll be gentle with me, and I hope you will. What y'all know about that? I'm nervous. What y'all know about that? And I'm trembling, waiting for you to walk in. I'm trying hard to relax, but I just can't keep still. What y'all know about that? Ooh, I can hear your car gon' stand. However she says, I wanna play big girl and put on a sexy smile. But I know so little about what love is. I just can't help acting like a child. Hey, you're knocking on my door and you're ringing my bell. Hey, what y'all know about that? What y'all know about that? What y'all know about that? Tonight is the night. Hey, tonight is the night. Man, listen. Obviously, y'all, I was a child when that song came out, but for some reason, my soul could just feel and know what the hell Betty White was talking about. You said you'll be gentle with me, and I hope you will. Ah! Mm-mm-mm. She said something. If my mother was to find out about this, what she say, y'all? If my mother was to find out about this, she would be something, you know. You know, you never grow up to your mother. She said, when I finally got a melody, I took it home and I played it for my mother. And you know, you never grow up to your mother. But we eased it right on by her. Yes, we did. Yes. If y'all know about tonight is the night, put an emoji in the chat because baby, I'm telling you, when we were young hearing that song, oh my God, it was just a feeling. Some of y'all probably weren't too young, but it was still a feeling like you knew she was communicating some sort of love. You know, she was communicating, really getting to that point of becoming one and really tapping into who she divinely is. And y'all want to know something? Love has the power to do that. Love has the power to tap you into who you divinely are, right? Of course, for her, tonight you're making me a woman, but if we talk about in the spiritual sense, tonight you are turning me into that goddess, that divine being that I am. And women, we have the power to do that for our partners. Men, you have the power to do that for your partners. It doesn't matter if you are, gay, straight, or lesbian. It doesn't matter, right? But love is a fire. And one thing that you have to know about fire is that fire has the ability to create or destroy. And when fire creates, this is how when it's winter, right? And it's cold as hell, and you need to turn on that fireplace to warm up your family so that y'all can survive through the night. Fire does that. Fire creates that safety, that security. Fire is necessary when you need to cook that food, cook that meat y'all be eating on. Fire is needed, right? But fire is also very destructive, right? When we look at, let's see, these wildfires, right? These house fires, it can destroy some shit. Love has the power to do the same exact thing. All right. Y'all, it's so many of y'all wanted to talk about this specific type of relationship that so many people in the spiritual community are damn near like addicted talking about, right? This flame relationship, right? This fiery relationship. But what I want to talk to y'all today about is how these relationships can create and help you to rise up to being who you divinely are, or these relationships can destroy any concept you thought you had of yourself. It's just a reality. All right. It is what it is. So while on the topic of love is a fire, understand what fire is. And I want y'all to stick with me until the end of this video, because at the end of this video, I am going to give you all a ritual. I'm going to give you all a ritual to be able to tap into this energy and determine who or what that love that you are needing, right? What is that love that you are needing in order for you to rise up into your higher divine sacred self? I'm going to be telling y'all a ritual on how to do that, but you got to stick with me to the end. Before I jump into love and fire and all of that stuff like that, let me say hey to y'all, because I done seen some of my Sacred Sister Circle members coming here. I done seen some of our Chaos Patreon family members coming here, and I want to acknowledge y'all because I love y'all. What's up, East Tea Tree? What's up, Lanaya? What's up, Miss Original? Yes, Lanaya, you made it. Peace, sis. What's up, DJ Shea Butter? That's my sacred sister. What's up, Margaret, my sacred sister? Eileen, my sacred sister. I need to get like Miss Blue. Miss Blue got the whole ringing the bell for self-invested. I need to get something for all the sacred sisters. It ain't going to be a bell, but it's going to have to be something, like some type of something. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. What's up, love? What's up, Nella? What's up, Eileen? My sacred sister already said Eileen, but hey again. What's up, AA? What is up, Iman, my sacred sister? I got to come up with like something for y'all, some sort of music, okay? What's up, Jenny? Jenny is a womb alchemist. What's up to you, sis? I love y'all. What's up, Gemini Goddess? What's up, Divine Zoe? What's up over here on Instagram? What's up, Yella Bella? What's up, Yaya? What's up, Apple Divine, the Divine Key? What's up, Manda? What's up, Renegade? What's up, Add a Little Sugar? What's up, Eldritch God? What is up to all of y'all? I am so glad to have y'all here. Listen, what are two things? Y'all let me know in the chat. What are two things that fire produces? What are two things that fire produces? And when Spirit was downloading this stuff to me, y'all, I was just like, wow, this is amazing. What are two things that fire produces? Can y'all tell me? We all know what it is. We all know what it is. What are two things that fire produces? When you light a candle and it is pitch black in a room, what does that fire produce? Let me know. What does that fire produce? You light a candle, it's pitch black in the room. What do you get from it? Let me know in the chat. Okay, Divine said heat. Divine Zoe said heat. J. Lori said heat. Absolutely. Fire produces heat. So when you cold and lonely at night, you know, you light you up some fire, and that fire will warm you up. And then, yes, thank you, Gemini Goddess, Eileen, DJ Shea Butter. Fire also produces light. And you want to know something so divine? Is that just like fire, because love is a flame, love is a fire, love also produces light, which means knowledge, which means information, which means growth, which means you becoming a lighter being, which means you raising your frequency. And then love also creates heat. Heat is equivalent to Kundalini energy in terms of your spirituality. Love has the ability to rise you up, to raise you up from a lower state of being to a higher state of being. When you're being loved properly, when you are receiving that sacred love, honey, you tap deeper into your light, meaning you tap deeper into your power. You tap deeper into your supernatural state of being, and then it heats you up. It rises up that sleeping serpent energy that is stored at the base of your spine. Heat. You're fired up. You're passionate. You're fired up about life. You move through life with a certain level of zeal, with a certain level of understanding, with a certain level of power, with a certain level of transformation. This is the power of love. Okay? So you have to understand, family, that your love and your relationships absolutely is having an impact on the way that you are thinking, on the way that you are feeling, and on the way that you are showing up in life. Absolutely it is. But some of you are experiencing a love that is more on the destructive side. It's making you feel insecure. It's making you feel like you don't know who you really are. It's making you feel confused, making you feel, less abundant, less powerful, less potent, less important in life. Okay? Love is a fire. Love is a flame. Are you following me? All right. Because as we continue to go deeper and deeper and deeper into these concepts, I want you to be following me step by step so that you're with me, so that you are gaining an understanding and an understanding of what is actually taking place. So this love that is a fire, right? We could really leave it at that. But spiritual people into spirituality have gotten caught up on the term, have gotten caught up on the words twin flame. And since y'all wanted to talk about the twin flame, since you asked, your girl, your good sis has to deliver. Well, I don't have to. I'm choosing to, right? I am choosing to deliver in support of y'all. So let's talk about the twin flame. The twin flame. First of all, shout out to Dream Wise and his video that he just did yesterday, where he talked about the movie The Silent Twins that we watched together, right? When we're looking at anything that is a twin, we're looking at something that is actually one soul that is fragmented. Okay? Let me say it again. When we're looking at anything that is a twin, we're looking at something that began as one and it separated, it fragmented itself. So even when you look at red and blue pill, my mother and my uncle, my mother is a twin. What a gift. My mother is a twin, right? So when I look at my mother and I look at her brother, I see one being. They're literally one being, okay? She is just the embodiment of the feminine form. He is the embodiment of the masculine form. We look at red pill, we look at blue pill. Okay? Red pill, in my perspective, when I observe them and I observe the work that they do, red pill embodies more of the masculine form, blue pill embodies more of the feminine form. Okay? So when we're talking about twin flames, we're talking about one soul that has separated itself into two forms, masculine form or a feminine form. This is how we get the symbol yin and yang. And yes, divine Zoe, so there's multiple ways of thinking about this, right? Divine Zoe said in the chat, aren't we all one soul? No, we are not necessarily all one soul. We all come from one source. There's a difference. See, when we're talking about source energy, when we're talking about God, when we're talking about the all, we don't call the all the soul, right? Because the all, source, God, encompasses everything. Okay? So what I'm talking about is the bits and pieces of the all that we are. I hope that makes sense, okay? Source energy means everything. Everything encompasses it. From nature to the water, to the trees, to the animals, and so on and so forth, okay? So yeah, twins are so fascinating. And something that is so funny is that Dream and I, y'all, when we were pregnant with our firstborn, KJ, this was, I mean, I'm sure, babe, I'm sure you don't even think about this, but I thought about it the other day when I knew I was going to be talking about, twin flame relationships. I thought about it the other day that when we were pregnant with KJ, we went in for that 8-week ultrasound, right? We went in for that 8-week ultrasound. And is it 8 weeks? Yeah, it's 8 weeks. 8 weeks or 6 weeks, something like that. At the beginning, when you're first really validating that you are pregnant, y'all know that ultrasound that really means a lot, because they give you that ultrasound and you really see that little tiny little baby in there, right? So we had that ultrasound, and I could tell that the nurse that was giving us the ultrasound, I could tell that she was kind of like thinking about something, and she was, she was really looking around in there. And I had asked her, I said, "Do you see something? Like, what are you seeing? Or like, what's going on?" And she was like, "I see 2 sacs." And so what anybody who's ever been a mother or a father or who's seen an ultrasound, you know that babies are in the amniotic sac, right? And so when she was looking, there was one baby who was KJ that was in one sac, and then there was another sac that was empty. And that is called, she said, it looks like you were pregnant with twins, right? But something happened called the vanishing twin syndrome, the vanishing twin syndrome. So as she kept looking in there, seeing if the other baby just floated off somewhere, but no, the other baby disappeared. And so that was a very hard time. It was a hard time, but I was just so grateful that, one of them decided to stick around. But yeah, twins are so fascinating because they start off as one egg, right? They start off as one egg or one cell, and then it splits, right? And it becomes 2. And so with the twin flame, that is what's happening at the soul level. At the soul level, you were a part of someone else, right? Someone else who is walking around, who's somewhere. They may be on the other side of town. They may be on another side of the world. It could be your child. It could be your grandpa. It could be your grandma, whoever. But at your conception as a soul being, you started off, as one whole thing, and then were split into the masculine and the feminine form. And I truly believe and feel that this happens so that we can experience both sides of the coin. The divine part about it is that each lifetime you get to pick and choose which side of the coin you want to manifest in. I want to manifest in the feminine. I want to manifest in the masculine. But here's the thing about it. The masculine and the feminine form is not limited to male and female. You may have a twin flame that is your sister, right? You may be a woman and your twin flame could be your sister. So that leads to a whole nother aspect. Twin flame relationships are not limited to husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, sexual, intimate partners. Some of the, I got to just tell y'all, spiritual people, right? Because Spirit was just telling me this, that so many of you are so focused on like the twin flame relationship that you don't even recognize that you are being destructive. Like I just said earlier, love can create or love can destroy. Okay? Love can create or love can destroy, because love is a fire. Just like some of these crazy ass people that you see on Fatal Attraction and all of these shows that are pushed out there to us. Right? They may love a person so deeply that they don't want that person to do this or do that, and it gets real toxic, it gets abusive, it gets destructive. Some of you spiritual people, right? I'm not saying you're that extreme, but you are yearning for that wholeness. You're yearning for that completeness so much that you're destructive. And it's because you focused a lot of your energy externally. Right? I hear it all the time. I'm doing this healing work for my partner. I'm doing this healing work for my family. I'm doing this healing work for them, they, them, whoever, and the children. I'm doing this healing work. I'm doing this healing work. I'm doing this healing work. And the motivation behind the healing work is so that you can tell someone else about it. That is destructive. Because some of y'all are sharing all of your wisdom, all of your gems to people who don't care to know about it. Even your twin flame. Some of you have twin flames who are not conscious. Some of you have twin flames who are not conscious. They are not self-aware. They do not understand that they are a soul who possesses a spirit and is having a human experience. They're not there yet. And you're trying to give them all of this spirituality, all of this spiritual information. You're trying to do all of this stuff like that. And you don't even know that you are destroying them and therefore pushing or making the relationship situation even worse. Okay? Love can be creative or love can be destructive. It just is what it is. Understand that in these twin flame relationships, it does not mean that y'all are meant to be together. Twin flame relationships are all about the development of your soul. Twin flame developments are all about the development of y'all's one soul in rising up in consciousness. But best believe that there may be a part of you, right? There may be a part of you that is so indoctrinated or encapsulated by the humanity, right? You're so caught up on the bills. You're so caught up on the body. You're so caught up on all of these human experiences, right? And that's what can keep you separate from truly experiencing the gift of a twin flame relationship. So I've had to realize, and I realized this through my observation. I could see two people who are literally one, right? They're literally one being. And it's so freaking divine to observe. It's so freaking divine to observe, because you'll see two people who look absolutely inseparable, who look like they are just meant to be, right? You could just feel it. But for some reason, the relationship just doesn't work. Right? For some reason, the relationship just doesn't work. And it's because, a person will be so focused on the relationship that they forget about themselves. They forget about their part of the bargain. Okay? You, in a twin flame relationship, each person have to be doing their own personal work. And a lot of the times, the reason why these relationships get destructive is because one person is doing the work and the other one is not. Or one person could be a child. They don't have a single clue about spiritual work. See, oh God, people, y'all, please, please, please stop I said this in the last video, stop over fantasizing relationships. You don't really understand what it is. When you truly understand what a spiritual relationship is, you ain't going to be rushing, begging, pleading, and feeling like your whole life is dependent on a relationship. Some of y'all got to be honest about that. Some of y'all are just, oh, you so anxious and you are just craving. And I get it, right? I get it, because we like we said, we are one soul that has fragmented and split into two. And so you definitely can feel like there's a part of you that is missing. You can feel like there's a part of you that is missing. All right. But a lot of the times, family, the reason why you feel that way is because of unresolved, unhealed trauma. Because at the end of the day, your twin flame of that other part of yourself, it has never went anywhere. It's still a part of you. It's still a part of you as a holistic being. But because you've dealt with abandonment, because you've dealt with rejection, because you've dealt with heartbreak, you felt empty. And so you're always seeking and searching and seeking and searching and craving a relationship that when anybody comes into your space and they talk about spirituality, you think this is the end all and be all. And then y'all start dating, you start kicking it, you start doing whatever it is that you're doing. And you're like, hold on, is this it? Is this the twin flame? Blah, 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 blah. I'll tell y'all one thing for sure. Dream and I never in our relationship got caught up on the idea of a twin flame. We've never even got caught up on the idea of a soulmate. Because I think a lot of times, family, these words, these terms that are just thrown around in the spiritual community get you confused, and it distracts from what is actually taking place, right? Same thing like with the word shadow work. Oh my God, shadow work. We just throw that word just gets thrown around so much. Oh yeah, you need to do shadow work. Oh yeah, I'm doing shadow work. Yeah, I'm deep into my shadow work. You start shadow work, shadow work, shadow work, and you don't even know what it is you're really doing. Okay? You don't even know what it is you're really doing. Because these words have more power than the actual internal development, than the actual cultivation of the relationship. The word seems to be more important than what is being presented to you in your real life. So you cannot allow these words like twin flame or like soulmate or like shadow work to actually get you off track from actually observing with your first eye what it is that you're actually experiencing at the soul level. Okay? Iman said, yep, them trendy words will have you fucked up. Absolutely. Absolutely. You just using trigger words, right? You're just using, oh, these are the words that are being said, right? These are the words that I'm hearing. So yeah, let me say that that's what I'm doing. Let me say that that's what I'm experiencing. Okay? And it gets you off track and you lose focus on what is most important. So on the topic of twin flames, this is what I'm telling y'all. You got to learn to separate from these words, because you'll, in your mind, you think that your twin flame is somebody that is your husband or your wife or somebody that you are, you're having these sexual experiences with. When in all reality, your twin flame can be your child. Your twin flame could be your grandpa. Your twin flame could be your coworker who you are not attracted to in any way, shape, or form on a sexual, intimate level. Okay? Understand that. And so stop getting caught up on that and start focusing on your self-development. Start focusing on your self-growth. Because here's what happens. Let me tell you what happens in the spiritual realm before you incarnate. Now, I want to make this clear to y'all. The type of work that I do is very intuitive. It is downloads and channels. This is not stuff that I'm just picking up out of a book. Even though I do have a book that I read that validated what I was thinking, what I was tapping into. I do have books that I've a book. I'm gonna find the title of it for y'all because I want y'all to be able to find this book yourself. The Twin Flame. I can't think of the exact name. Soulmate, whatever. What this book is so tiny, like it's a little tiny book. The book is about the size of, yep, there it goes. It's called, and y'all can get, ooh, I just clicked on Amazon. They acting like they don't got it. Honey, I don't know if y'all gonna be able to get the book, but y'all probably find it somewhere. The book is called, ooh, I love this book. This book definitely did give me a great understanding. It's called Soulmates and Twin Flames, the spiritual dimension of love and relationships. Love that book. Great understanding. Great understanding. But what I'm saying to y'all is a lot of what I have come to understand is through my experiences, right? Through my experiences, through my observations, through conversations that I have, right? And through my memory. So that's something that is so important, family. You have to tap into your own internal memories when it comes down to understanding the purpose of your relationships, when it comes down to a twin flame, so on and so forth. You have to tap into your memory because your memory, your soul memory, your Akashic records is the only way that you're going to know for sure. Okay? Let me put the book again. Dream Silly Self. Oh, yeah, that book. Yeah, that book. That book. The author is Elizabeth Clare Prophet. Elizabeth Clare Prophet. I'm gonna just put it's called Twin Flames and Soulmates by Elizabeth Clare Prophet. Go get that book, right? Go get that book. But you have to tap into your memory, your soul memory, your Akashic records, if you really want to know and understand the decisions that you've made in terms of your relationships. Okay? It comes from a memory, right? A choice. Understand this: your mama, your daddy, and your greasy granny were all your choice. You chose to incarnate through a certain lineage, through a certain bloodline. You chose to come through a specific type of person that was going to ensure that you had a specific experience. Same thing with your twin flame. Some of you have decided, let me go ahead and bust this big old bubble for y'all, right? Let me pop it for you. Boop. That's me popping y'all's bubble. Boop. I'm popping it with the pin top. Boop. Let me go ahead and pop this bubble for you. Some of you, before you incarnated, decided that you would not be in an intimate relationship, husband and wife, sexual relationship with your twin flame in this lifetime. Boop. Some of you made that decision. Some of you made that decision. So before all of y'all go into life and be like, I'm looking for my twin flame, I'm about to have a twin flame relationship, boop, some of you decided not to do that. And here is why. Here is why. It all is based on your level of consciousness. It all is based on your level of consciousness. So if you are not conscious enough to deal with the fire, with the creation and the destruction of that union, you will choose not to have the experience. It doesn't mean that you don't have that other half of your soul, because you do. But some lifetimes, you know that y'all cannot be together in that form as husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. You choose not to be together in that form because you do not have the spiritual aptitude to deal with the level of chaos that is birthed through that union. Y'all better smoke some of that. If you do not have the spiritual maturity, the spiritual aptitude, the spiritual awareness, you will choose unconsciously and subconsciously not to manifest that type of union because you'll fuck around and kill each other. I just got to tell y'all the truth. That's what I'm telling y'all. Stop fantasizing this stuff. Stop over romanticizing this stuff. Hell, romanticize yourself. Become so in love with yourself, because when you become so in love with yourself, when you fantasize about who you are becoming as an individual, this is when you raise your vibration, you raise your level of consciousness, right? So that maybe in the next lifetime, you've developed enough power, you've developed enough spiritual awareness, you've developed enough gifts and talents to where you can withstand that type of relationship. Okay? Y'all let me know in the chat if it's making sense. Let me know if the dots are connecting. Okay? Let me know if the dots are connecting. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if the dots are connecting. Is it making sense? Okay? Let me know if it's making sense. Again, understand that these relationships do not only manifest as husband and wife. Your twin flame could be a best friend. Your twin flame can be your child. Your twin flame could be a coworker, a grandparent, or something like that. It does not necessarily have to be that person that you are intimate with in a sexual manner. And I think if you keep thinking about it that way, you'll close yourself off to the person who is meant to help you to evolve spiritually. Let me tell y'all another reason why these relationships don't work. Another reason why these relationships don't work, where you may have felt like you've met that other part of you, you may have. You may have met that other part of you. But one of the reasons why the relationship probably won't work is because you are on one pole, right? Let's think about it as if you are on one pole. Think about the law of polarity, or even think about a scale. Think about like a Libra scale, right? Sometimes, family, one of you is doing more spiritual work than the other. Some of you have overcome certain challenges, certain obstacles, certain spiritual battles. Some of you have overcome and you've done the work and you are evolving, right? And then the other person is not. And you're trying to drag them along. You're trying to drag them. You're trying to drag them. You're trying to get them to the next level in their consciousness. And it ends up depleting you. Okay? And some of you will make that sacrifice. Some of you will make that sacrifice, and you will drag this person along. You will carry the spiritual weight. But at the end of the day, the other person, the other partner, they have to hold up their end of the bargain. And so a lot of times that is why you won't manifest this twin flame connection. A lot of times that is why you won't fully be able to reside in that relationship and have that partnership, because one of you is doing the work. Now, let me tell y'all something about a lot of you people in the spiritual community. A lot of you have an inflated perception of yourself. Honey, I don't know why, but it seems like I came to read some of y'all like a book. It seems like some of y'all, I love you, but I got to read you right now. Okay. I got to read you right now. And that's because I got to read myself too. I want y'all to understand that y'all are a reflection of me. But some of you in the spiritual community who are doing this conscious work, and you know yourself and you're self-aware and you're a god or goddess, some of you have an overinflation, right? An overinflated idea of yourself. Oh my God. Y'all don't understand. I receive so many messages. I receive so many emails, and yeah, I had to let this person go. They wasn't doing what they were supposed to do. Yeah, I'm doing my spiritual work. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, you may be doing something, but I don't know if you're doing the work that your soul is actually calling you to do. See, you may be doing the work that you're hearing myself or some of these other spiritual people talk about. You may be doing that, but your soul may be calling you to do something else. Your soul may be saying, stop focusing on the shadow work and come into the light some. Or some of y'all spirits, some of your souls may be, let's leave out of the love and light. Let's get into some of these darker aspects of yourself. Some of y'all may be doing yoga. You may be doing yoga every day. Some of y'all may be a vegan or vegetarian. You be eating good every day. You be eating your leafy green vegetables every day. But your spirit is like, I need you to be quiet. Some of y'all spirit is like, I need you to be single. I need you to be single. I need you to be by yourself. Okay? So some of y'all may be thinking you're doing the work. You got this overinflated idea of yourself, when your spirit is like, your soul is like, I need you to do something else. Okay? So that is something that you really got to understand within yourself. Okay? You really got to understand that within yourself. You really have to understand who you are and who you are being, and how your internal state of being also affects your twin flame. When this is so freaking divine. And all of these things, family, are just literally conversations that I be having, like sometimes in my own head, because I do talk to myself, right? Sometimes within my own head. But, a lot of times it just be a real life observation. Sometimes it just be a real life observation. Something that I realized about twin flames is that their faces start to morph and become the same. right? I know that some of y'all are like, yeah, well, when you've been together for years, you start to look alike, you start to sound alike, you start to talk alike, and all of that. Yes, that is true, because when you spend a lot of energy, you spend a lot of time with someone, some of your mannerisms start to change. You start to pick up on some of their energy. Very, very true. But what I'm talking about is on an energetic soul level. Here's what I mean. Sometimes when I hear dream talk, I literally hear myself talking, right? And it's not that and we don't communicate the same way. Let me just say that. We do not communicate the same way. Our style of communication is different, and it's something that we legitimately have to consciously work on, right? Understanding how each other are communicating. But sometimes I hear him, right? Think about, y'all want to know, I'm going to tell y'all some twin flame relationships. Y'all want me to tell y'all some twin flame relationships based off of my observation? Let's talk about one of the most popular relationships that is talked about the most. And that is Ciara and Russell Wilson. Ciara and Russell Wilson, twin flame relationship. Listen, we don't have to understand what is going on in their households. We can observe them. Okay? We can observe them. I'm about to show y'all their faces. I'm about to show you their faces, Ciara and Russell Wilson. I'm going to show y'all a couple of people. If you look at Ciara and Russell Wilson's faces, they literally have the same face. It's so freaking amazing to see. Let me see if I can share my screen. Oh my God. This shit is so amazing. It's so amazing. Let me see if I can share my screen. Sorry for y'all over here that's on Instagram. If you want to see my screen, you probably want to join me over here on YouTube, right? You probably want to join me over here on YouTube. And I am going to tell y'all some ways to recognize your twin flame. But what, again, I need y'all to really understand that it don't have anything to do with your husband or your wife. I really need y'all to stop projecting just that one idea, because you will miss out on someone who is literally meant to support you in your spiritual growth and transformation, because you're like, nah, she can't be it. He can't be it. I don't see myself being with that person in that way. And you're closing yourself off to that other part of you that is meant to help you grow, develop, and tune into your higher sacred self. I'm about to show y'all Russell Wilson them face. Why can't I Russell Wilson and Ciara's face? Because it is amazing to observe. Another couple to look at that really has this twin flame energy is Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats. Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats is another couple to really look at and observe and look at their faces, right? To observe and look at their faces. They're another couple where you can see that they literally have the same face, just a few differences as far as femininity and masculinity. Can y'all see that? Can y'all understand that? I know y'all can't see the picture right now because I ain't put it up yet. I'm trying to figure out how to put it up. But you know what? Instead of me trying to figure out how to put it up, let me just share my screen. Boom. All right, Chrome tab. Let me see. Boom. Can y'all see that? Y'all let me know if y'all can see it. Can y'all see the Russell Wilson and Ciara screen? Russell Wilson, share. Boom. Y'all can see it. I'm sure you can. Do you see their face? Do y'all see their face? Can y'all see that? You got to hit share and split screen. I think I'm doing it now. Y'all let me know if y'all can see their face. Look at this. Now y'all tell me if that don't look like the same person. One half is masculine, one half is feminine. Y'all let me know. Am I making it up, or am I seeing literally two beings that look the same. Can y'all see it? You see it? All right, good. Let's go look at, let's stop the share, and we're going to look at one more couple. Let's look at, like I just said, Alicia and Swizz Beatz. And I'm going to tell y'all why this is so important. I'm going to tell y'all why this is so important. It's so divine. It's so freaking sacred. It's scary. See, y'all be, fantasizing about this stuff, but this is real work to connect with your other half, because they're going to show you some of the energies and aspects of yourself that you need to fully integrate into your being. And I'm just showing y'all this from the masculine and feminine form and perspective. I believe if I did the research, if I really went through, analyzing people that we know, right? Analyzing people that y'all should know, that I know, and blah, blah, blah. I feel like if I really did that, I could even show you twin flames who have manifested as friends, right? A woman, a woman and her bestie or whatever, right? It's truly real. This is a real thing. I'm going to tell you how this stuff manifests, but understand this: every manifestation of the twin flame relationship is not going to be the exact same. Every manifestation of the twin flame is not going to be the exact same. And that is because your level of consciousness is different. Your level of consciousness is different. And if like I said, if one person is not doing the work, if one person is not showing up fully, if one person is not tapping into their power, then there will be divorces, breakups. You ain't talking to your mama no more. You ain't talking to your daddy no more, when your dad or your mom was really your twin flame. And they're here to help you to expand. Okay? They're really here to help you to expand. So let me show y'all Swizz Beatz and Alicia Keys. I would show y'all a picture of me and Dream, but I know y'all probably be getting tired of us. Okay, what happened to the... See, this couple too. Man, what happened to it? I just had the picture. Nah, that ain't what I want to show y'all. Let me see. Let's start all over.
Only one of us.
Let's start all over. But yeah, what's his name? John Legend and Chrissy Teigen. Them too. But that relationship is something else. I ain't gonna go into it because it'll just be too much to be talking about. Let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all this again. Boom, because I clicked the wrong thing. Boom. Boom. All right. What's up over here on? Look at these faces. Look at this face. And it ain't just about their skin tone, family. It's not just about their skin tone. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the energy. I'm talking about the energy that is literally coming off of them. Okay? It's not just about the skin tone, but there is something that really pulls them together. There's something that really pulls them together. You know what? I will show you a picture of Dream and I. Let me see. Where is it at? Let me find another picture. Dream and I got so many great pictures that really show this energy. I'm gonna find one of my favorite pictures of us. Y'all, so but keep in mind this. I don't want y'all going out and saying, let me look for somebody who look like me. Don't do that. Right? Exactly, James. That new Patreon picture, that's the one I'm trying to find. I can't find it. I don't want y'all going out and being like, ooh, let me find somebody that look just like me because that's going to be my twin flame. No, it don't work like that. It doesn't work like that, okay? These things happen almost spontaneously, okay? These things happen spontaneously. You can't just say, okay, let me look for somebody that's brown skin. Let me look at somebody that is let me look at somebody that got like a long face. No. But what I will tell you is that there are these moments. I will tell you that there are these moments that happen that really kind of seal that it just stands out. It's just different. Have any of y'all ever had one of those moments where time actually stood still when you saw a person? Have any of you ever had a moment where time actually stood still when you came in the presence of this person? Have any of y'all ever had an experience like that? Y'all let me know. You ever had a moment where everything just stopped? Where it seemed like we see it in movies all the time, but I don't think y'all know that this is real shit that be happening. That is why the movies show it in the way that they show it. The reason why the movies show it in the way that they show it is because it's a real thing that happens in your life. Okay? And it's not about vanity. So even talking about somebody that is the talk of the town right now, Kanye West. Kanye West was into Kim Kardashian for vanity metrics. For vanity metrics, Kanye West was into Kim Kardashian. So I don't want y'all to get, caught up on that. Don't get caught up on that. That's not what this is. Okay? That's not what this is. Let me see. This thing is just so weird. I'm using this StreamYard. I don't really know how to operate it like that. You know what I mean? But Kanye West, whenever he talks about Kim Kardashian, he doesn't talk about, the growth, the healing, the transformation that has taken place in that relationship. He often talks about how she looks. That's his biggest thing. Yeah, he on the interview that he just did with that guy, Lex or something like that. I got a specific type. I do not need your help.
Oh, I thought you said you needed help.
No, I do not.
Hey,
you can come on and say, hey, but I was finding that I got lots of pictures.
No, I'm trying y'all share so you can.
Babe, I know how to share the screen. I just shared it.
So y'all, look,
they cannot hear you.
Look at this twin flame.
Babe, I know how to share the screen. I'm trying to find the picture that I want to share. But then again, at the same time, StreamYard don't let you save actual pictures. It don't let you show actual pictures. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you gotta go to you gotta make it like a PDF.
Right. I don't know how to make it like a PDF.
But you can share that. Just
I got another picture that I really love of us. Anyways, y'all, he wanted to thank you.
Right.
Thank you. High five. What Kimmy?
She outside.
You silly.
She outside kicking it like a bitch. She chilling, boy.
He outside. He got my Kimmy somewhere, y'all. I don't know where he got Kimmy at. Why is he so silly? Y'all see, listen. You want to know who I think Kanye West's twin flame was or is? I think it's his mother. If his mother is not his twin flame, I think his mother is 100%. I think his mother 100% is a soulmate of his because his mother and the way she, fired his ass up and helped him to create and become the person that he is, supernatural. These twin flame relationships, these twin flame relationships, you have to make a choice to not be destructive, because the fire is so hot, y'all. The fire is so hot. The relationship can be so steamy. Fire is destructive or creative. And if you are not aware of your power, if you are not aware of your state of being, look at this right here. Let me see. Right? Then you could be destructive. Absolutely, when she transitioned, a part of him also left as well. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Okay. I think she legitimately was a part of his soul. I think she legitimately was a part of his soul. And that, and that makes a big difference. But we got to understand that we never die, right? You never die. You simply split. You tap into another form. You tap into another essence, right? You tap into another state of being. So did y'all think that let me see. Did y'all think that what's it called? Swiss Beats and them have this same energy? Could y'all feel that energy? Could y'all feel that power radiating off of them? It's not that you look exactly the same, but you can see that pairing. Let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all this and share this important information with y'all. So Dream and I want y'all to know this too. Dream and I are doing spiritual accountability, one-on-one spiritual accountability. That's what we are doing. Okay. We're doing one-on-one spiritual accountability, Dream and I, for those of you who are, if you need a masculine perspective and a feminine perspective to support you in your spiritual work and in your spiritual healing, Dream and I are now offering spiritual accountability one-on-one, right? One-on-one coaching from Dream and I. And so it's so dope because you may say, you know what? I only want to talk to D-Ray today. I only want to talk to D-Ray today. Or you may say, you know what? I only want to talk to Dream today. I only want the masculine perspective. I'm needing that perspective. Or you may say, you know what? I need to talk to both of y'all. I want to hear from both of y'all, both perspectives on whatever it is that you're doing spiritually. The truth of the matter, family, like I was just saying, a lot of the times there's an overinflation of what you're doing and who you are. And I'm not telling you that you're not great, because you are great. You are divine. You are sacred. You are a god or a goddess. You are a sacred divine being. But I want y'all to know, families, that you have to do the work. Okay? You absolutely have to do the work. There's no way around it. Okay? And if you don't do the work, then you're not going to reach those levels of self-awareness and consciousness that you actually need to be reaching in order for you to be able to withhold a twin flame relationship, because it's fiery. It's hot. It's hot. And what keeps that flame burning in a healthy way is you becoming closer and closer and closer to your divine sacred self. All right? Can y'all see the picture of us? That's us right there. It's a beautiful thing. Exactly. There's absolutely no way around it. There's absolutely no way around it. One thing that I know for sure is one, the very first time that I saw Dream, time stood still. The very first time that I saw Dream, time stood still. And the person that I am today, I was not at that time. But when we saw each other, just to tell y'all a little bit about how we even came together, because it's spiritual. It's so spiritual. We were laying in the bed the other night talking about it. Talking about how so much happened that led us to, to where we are right now, right? So much happened that led us to where we are right now. Let me show y'all another picture that I love. Hold on. Let me stop sharing. Show y'all another picture that I love that really has encapsulated our energy. If y'all want to see what I'm showing over here on Instagram, you got to come over on YouTube. But like I said, the very first time that I saw Dream, time literally stood still. It was like everything else just stopped, right? Everything just stopped. It was a very magical experience, right? I never ever had that experience before. All right. I never had that experience before at all. So that's one. Two, Dream and I, when we first started connecting, right, we were strictly friends. In my mind, I did not see us being together. I did not see us in a relationship. I didn't have a single clue that was what was to come between him and I. Like literally, my friends would be like, "Girl, that's your man. Like y'all together. Why y'all always hanging out?" I'm like, "No, we just friends. We're literally just friends." And it stayed that way for years. Years, family. Some of y'all are messing up on your sacred love and your sacred relationships because you want the relationship to be something, you want the relationship to develop faster than what your spirit and soul is actually needing. Huh? Can we talk about that? Some of y'all are wanting the relationship to be something that it is not ready to be based off of your consciousness. I told y'all this story before. On Christmas Eve, mind you, Dream and I are just friends. On Christmas Eve, he's like, "Let's go to dinner." I'm like, "Okay, let's go to dinner," whatever, not thinking anything of it. He tells me while we're at dinner, he tells me, "Yeah, I couldn't even be with you right now." I'm confused because I'm like, "Why are you even talking about being with me? And I'm not even thinking about being with you. So why are you even assuming that we are on the path of being together?" Now, of course, I didn't say that to him. I don't even remember exactly what I said to him. I didn't say that to him, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, what you talking about being together? We ain't never talked about being in a relationship. We ain't had that conversation. So, what, where is this coming from? But his spirit, his subconscious mind was already, communicating and working through him. Some of y'all are being too rational about your relationships. And here's what I mean. Some of y'all are like, "Oh yeah, we be talking about spirituality, when we make love, it be real fiery, it be real deep, it be real good. This must be my twin flame." You using your logic and reasoning. And it's not necessarily what it is. It's not necessarily what it is, family. I could not rationalize or make sense of what the hell was happening between Dream and I. I couldn't write the story out myself using my conscious mind. And some of y'all are doing that. "Oh, girl, he must be this, he must be that because, he did this, he did that." Girl, we be talking about spirituality. Girl, our conversations be getting deep. And I get it. Them conversations be deep. Them conversations be good. But some people just be playing the role. Some people just be playing. Some people are just giving you what they think you want, right? Telling you what they think you want to hear. That doesn't mean that this is the person for you. I love that. Iman said, thinking is supposed to look a certain way instead of just letting things divinely and naturally unfold. Absolutely. This is a divine and natural unfoldment. This is a divine and natural unfoldment. So natural, so natural. I was overseas. I was in Europe. I was in Germany, actually. On damn Uvu. Y'all remember Uvu? Did y'all use Uvu or was y'all on Skype? Y'all let me know. Dream was not my man. He was my acquaintance. He was not my man in no way, shape, or form. We had never talked about being in a relationship. He was my acquaintance, literally somebody that I knew, somebody that was cool. I'm sorry to have to, I just got to tell y'all from my experience. Is it okay if I tell y'all from my experience? Okay. I don't want y'all to feel like, "Ooh, girl, you always talking about y'all." But I just want to give y'all the understanding from my experience. I can't give y'all I can't talk to y'all from other people's experience. I got to just talk to you from mine. Is that okay? I want to get y'all permission. Okay? Because from my experience, I know what it is because I'm living it. Okay? I'm in Europe on Uvu. I'm in Europe on Uvu with Dream Wise, and we literally are acquaintances. We just know each other. I don't know why the hell we were talking. Right? But after I came back from Europe, came home, shit, one thing led to another. Y'all, things between Dream and I happened Godspeed. It happened Godspeed. When I tell you it was boom, 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 boom. I was like, I mean, I was just blown away. Couldn't make it up. Couldn't make it up in any way, shape, or form. Okay? Something else that happened between us, and then I'm going to talk about somebody else, right? Something else that happened between us. I had came back home from college. Dream is a grown-ass man working in his career. He has a girlfriend, right? Talk about before that when you was thinking about switching colleges. Yeah, we were always having, babe, you were always guiding me. You were always giving me insight, right? You were always giving me perspective that I feel was exactly what I needed, and it was just aligning us to be together, right? But it was your subconscious mind. Like, you're not consciously saying, oh yeah, I'm going to tell her to stay at this HBCU and da 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 da, right? That wasn't what was happening. You were speaking your truth, but you were being channeled through, right? Your higher self, your sacred self was channeling through to you to say, you know what? This is who you need. This is your person. This is your other half, literally. Okay. This is your other half. So y'all gonna do this, and this. And then before you know it, y'all gonna have 3 kids, a Patreon, businesses, and all of this good stuff like that. But I had came home from college one summer, y'all. I'm going out with my homegirls. We go to this bar, to this place, you know, whatever. And I get there and I see Dream. Mind you, I haven't seen him in maybe a year, you know, more or less a year, haven't seen him. And we're friends. And so I don't see anything wrong with me saying hey to a friend, right? So I go up to him. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Long time no see. I hope you're well. Okay, bye. Literally, that's what happened. I find out after I didn't find this out until Dream and I actually got together. Dream and I get together. He was like, damn, remember that time when we ran into each other at that bar or whatever, and I was with my girlfriend? Mind you, y'all, I said hey to the girlfriend and everything. I did not have any intentions of being shady at all because I was not thinking about him in that way. He was like, yeah, remember when we ran into each other at that bar, da 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 da. I was with my girlfriend. I was like, yeah, I remember that. He was like, man, why? Right when you walked away, she had said to me, who is that? Your wife? I said, for real? She said that to you? He was like, yes, she said that to me. See, women be knowing. Women be having that intuition. Sometimes you be talking shit. You think you being funny, but you're really seeing something. You're seeing beyond the human. You're seeing into the spirit of a thing. And so that was a very supernatural experience. I think at that time, babe, you can let us know in the chat, but you probably just blew it off. You probably be like, ah, shit, here she go talking shit. Typical, you know, woman in her feelings, feeling insecure because her man is around another woman. You probably took it as just that, you know what I mean? But it ended up being deeper, right? It ended up being deeper than her just showing her hand, showing how she was feeling. She was able to sense into the spirit of a thing. And so that was another one of those divine, sacred moments. So here's what I want y'all to know about these relationships. You need to understand that hindsight is 2020. Hindsight is 2020. Y'all be trying to connect the dots on a person by looking into the future. And that's not, I mean, now don't get me wrong. You need to be able to project into your future. You need to be able to see your future. But when it comes down to relationships, oh man, I got so much shit, so many realizations with DreamWise. It's crazy. When it comes down to the relationships, you don't want to project certain things because you don't really know the person, right? Some of y'all may have somebody that you find attractive, right? You think this person is attractive. You think they look good. You think they got a funny personality. You start visualizing yourself being with them. Ooh, yeah, that's my man. That's my woman. Yeah, ooh, I see us together. Yeah, we got this, we got that. You start projecting into the future. And then you manifest that because you are a powerful creator, right? So true, babe. That was when that happened with his girlfriend at the time. Years passed before we actually got together. Just to keep it straight up. But you start projecting a relationship with a specific person and you don't really know the soul, the essence, the energy of that person. Okay? You don't really know what it is you're getting into. You fantasizing, right? You fantasizing about a person, and then before you know it, y'all get together, and you like, this person crazy as hell. You like, what was I thinking? See, for Dream and I, we allowed everything to unfold, and then we were actually able to look back at everything that has happened, and then we connected the dots. Does that make sense? Allow things to unfold naturally, family. Allow things to unfold naturally. And then when you look back, then you'll be able to say, damn, you was my person all along. I thought you was just a homie. I thought you was just a friend. I thought you was just a coworker that we was just at 24-hour fitness together, doing squats, exercising, talking and laughing. I thought that was just it. I thought when I went to college, whoever that boyfriend was, I thought he was the one. Blah, 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 blah. And all of this didn't happen. And look where we are now. Allow things to unfold naturally. And then when you look back, you can connect the dots and see how your spirit, your soul, your higher self have been aligning your path. Okay? You also got to trust the visions that you have. There's a difference. Okay? Let me tell y'all something. There is a difference between having a vision, a prophetic vision, and your imagination. Let me say that again. There is a difference between having a prophetic vision and your imagination. In your imagination, this is you creating what it is that you're seeing. And some of y'all are creating whole realities with a person who doesn't necessarily serve your highest good, who is not your twin flame, who's really your karmic, right? You're creating whole lives with a person in your mind, and this person is really just here to teach you another lesson. Okay? I had this experience. I was in meditation. I was in my heavy meditation work. It was so freaking deep. I was in the kitchen. This vision literally just came to me. I didn't create it, right? I didn't formulate it in my mind. I didn't say, okay, I want to see this kitchen. I want to see this person. I didn't do that. I was just in meditation and this vision flashed before my eyes. I saw a kitchen. I saw an island. I saw me and a man in the kitchen with an island. The man had locks. I actually, at the time in that vision, I had a puff on the top of my head, natural curls. I saw in that vision, because it just kept on going, I saw me coaching volleyball and I saw me having a kid running around. That's what I saw in the vision. Mind you, I wasn't in no relationship, didn't have no kids, wasn't thinking about no relationship, wasn't thinking about any of those things, but I saw that vision. Multiple years passed by. I'm in the kitchen and I see Dream with these locks and my ass has deja vu. I have deja vu. And I'm like, oh shit, I've seen this before. But it wasn't what I projected and what I created. It was my spirit, my higher self telling me what was actually to come. Make sense? Okay. So let's get into a quick ritual. let's get into a quick ritual for you all to see who your twin flame is. If your twin flame has come into your life already, let's get into a quick ritual. Y'all want to know a quick ritual? It's the one that I did that validated to me that I was Dream and he was me. Okay? Quick ritual that I did that validated to me that Dream was me and I was him. Now, I want to go ahead and tell you that just because you realize that someone is that other part of you, you still must understand that you are a whole being within yourself. When we look at the symbol of the twin flame, when we look at the symbol of the yin and the yang, we see inside. See, I gotta show y'all this stuff because DreamWise be showing y'all images, and I think that some of y'all are visual learners. Some of y'all are visual learners, and I respect that. I'm a visual learner too. So let me show y'all this real quick because I want y'all to understand this. Because when you shift, how you're thinking, how you're perceiving, and how you're showing up, it makes a difference. All right? It makes a difference. So this is the symbol of the yin yang. This also can be the symbol of the twin flame. This is the symbol of the yin yang, but it is also symbolic of the soul. All right? I'm telling y'all again, this is not something that I've gotten from a book. This is my own realization, aha, download memory. This is what my soul remembers. Okay? And I want to tell y'all that your soul remembers things as well. Your soul remembers things as well. Your soul remembers itself. Your soul remembers what it knows. You just have to do specific things to tap into those memories, right? That is what humanity is all about. Can I remember me? Can I remember me? That's what this whole thing is all about. So the yin yang symbol really symbolizes the soul, the sun, right? That's why it's in the shape of a circle, the sun. All right. One half, the dark half, obviously the dark side is the feminine energy. The light side is the masculine energy. But as we look at this, we see that there is some masculine in the feminine and there is some feminine inside of the masculine. Why is that important? It's important because you are already a whole being. You already are a complete being. When you come together with your twin flame, this is simply the complement of one another. How do we know you're complete? Again, we know you are complete because a part of that other half, whether it is masculine or feminine, exists in itself. Masculine in the feminine, feminine in the masculine. This makes you whole without having a physical person in your space. A lot of the times why you keep on manifesting traumatic, toxic, karmic relationships is because you don't feel like a whole divine being. And the reason why you don't feel like a whole divine being is not because you have not manifested your twin flame relationship. It's because you've experienced trauma that you have not resolved. And I want to tell you, when you get connected with that love that is a fire, when you get connected with that love that is creative or destructive, this is when the real work begins. Some of y'all are going into relationships like, you know what, I got to be absolutely perfect. I got to heal all of my traumas. I got to heal all of my triggers. It's delusional. It is delusional to think that you are going to go into a relationship completely resolved of all of your shit. Okay? Relationships serve to show you the aspects of yourself, the light in the darkness in the light about yourself. That's what they serve to do. Relationships serve to show you that. So some of y'all, oh, this is good. Some of y'all are kicking to the curb a person who is potentially your twin flame because they got too much shit that you don't want to deal with. You like, you got too much baggage. You got too much shit. You got too much trauma and drama, and I don't want to even deal with all of that. Okay? And I get it. I get it. I ain't telling you to stick around in no relationship where you are experiencing any form of abuse. Whether you are experiencing mental abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse, neglect, any of those things, I'm telling you, don't stick around. Things will happen in divine order as it is supposed to happen. All right? But some of you are like, I don't got time. He a mama's boy. She a daddy's girl. His finances ain't all the way straight. You doing all of that, and you are missing out on the understanding that maybe you are supposed to be the person that shows or that reflects some of those things so that they rise up. And here's what you got to know. What your twin flame does not deal with in this lifetime, what you don't deal with in this lifetime, you will deal with in the next. They will deal with it in the next, and their shit still affects you. Best believe my trauma, the things that I've experienced in this lifetime and in past lifetimes, affects Dream's energy. Okay? It absolutely affects his energy. And best believe his wounds, his traumas, his things that he's been through in his lifetime, now and in the past, they affect me because we are one being. But we are choosing to love each other in a constructive way. Okay? Some of y'all got these ideas about love and relationships, and you're like, oh, it's just going to be butterflies and roses. Oh, God, I don't know what fairy tale. Listen, I love fairy tales. Don't get me wrong. I think fairy tale stories are dope. I may go downstairs and watch Cinderella or something right now. But please understand the reality of relationships. Relationships are spiritual work. It's spiritual work. And if you got this idea of, oh, girl, he is just going to be the knight in shining armor. He's going to sweep you off of your feet and da. Most likely that's not your twin flame. Oh, let me just say that. If you feel like the relationship is absolutely perfect and he is doing he is waiting hand and knee for your every wish and desire, and he don't cause no triggering. She don't cause no triggering. She is just the most perfectest person that does not cause you to feel certain emotions. More than likely, that is not your twin flame. Let's not be delusional. Okay? Yeah. Oh, God, y'all. I would tell y'all, the beginning of them relationships, honey, man, sweep you off your feet. Yeah, that's how it starts. That's how it starts. Inseparable. Gotta be around each other. Honey, when Dream and I first got together, I renounced my apartment. I'm like, I don't even live here no more because I'm over there. We are together. We going to the African African American Museum. We going to, we trying all of these exotic places. A fairy tale for sure. Fairy tale for sure. But then our soul was like, let's get to the real work. Let's get to the real work. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful because y'all, we got into some real work. I'm talking about mother wounds. I'm talking about father wounds. I'm talking about sexual abuse wounds. I'm talking about, delivering children unmedicated together. I'm talking about going to war on the behalf of our children. So let me tell y'all, it will start off like just inseparable, just this. You can just stay, you can just talk for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, like doing things that nobody has ever done for you. And I'm talking about on a mental emotional level. Nobody had ever, stimulated me and helped me to grow in such a divine sacred way. It hadn't happened in this lifetime, right? Until we connected, right? This level of stimulation and growth and all of that. And so that's a part of that fairy. That's a part. So let's talk about how it manifests. So, that stage one of it, really, when you meet this person, is that inseparable type of energy, just this magnetic pull to where you feel like you just have to be around this person, right? You are tapping into a level of love, and I'm not even talking about sexually. I'm talking about you're realizing yourself. You're really seeing yourself. I vividly remember an experience. I was at Dream's house. He was in the kitchen. I was standing on the opposite side of the kitchen over a bar looking at him. And something in me has said, I want to be him. Mind you, I was not into this level of spiritual work. So I didn't even understand what I was saying or why I was saying it or why that was coming up in my being. But it was. I had this feeling of, I want to be him. He was not perfect. He had his things, whatever, but I just knew that I wanted to be him, right? I knew that I wanted to be a part of him. I knew that I wanted to integrate with him, right? So, we inseparable. That's stage one, right? Stage one is like inseparable. We're connected. It's me and you. Let's spend time together. It has nothing to do with sex. It has everything to do with mental, emotional, spiritual stimulation. That's one. Y'all let me know if y'all are following me. I want you to be following me here because I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. Y'all want me to give it to you? Somebody had asked earlier, what does it look like? I'm about to tell you what it looks like. Now, the perspective that I'm telling you it from is from the perspective of husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. I'm coming at you from that perspective because that is the perspective that I am living from. But I want you to know that this perspective is not the only perspective. I want you to know that this manifestation is not the only manifestation. There is no cookie cutter way of connecting with your other half. Okay? There's no cookie cutter way, but I'm going to tell you this perspective, my perspective, how it happened for us. So first became, the very first thing that happened was time stood still, and I got a glimpse of something spiritual with a person, but I didn't know what it was. I was not conscious. I was in college, working a job, trying to exercise for free and get prepared for the next volleyball season, right? But I got a glimpse. I got a glimpse of something that felt easy, right? I just was like, oh, okay, that was weird. Time stood still. I don't know what that was about, but okay, moving on. In Dreams and I situation, years go by. Years go by. All right. This was actually, that first glimpse actually happened in 2012 or 2011 or something like that. Right? Boom. Go to college, whatever, come back home, go overseas, come back home, blah, blah, blah. We start to fall in love. We start to fall in love. We start to experience love. That is the time where we are inseparable. We're not falling in love just off of our sexual connection. We're falling in love based off of our communication, our conversation, our mental stimulation, our emotional compatibility, and of course, our sexual compatibility, right? Lock and key. Lock and key. That's another thing, baby. The key will fit into the lock just perfectly. If I'm keeping it, y'all want me to keep it real with y'all, right? I'm going to keep it real with y'all. That's what it was. So that was that falling in love phase, that fairy tale phase, that like, oh my God, this is bliss, right? Literally, this is bliss. That's step 2. Step 3 is when, you get this turmoil, you get this purging when shit gets real. Shit gets real, meaning, okay, I'm starting to see the many facets of you. I'm starting to see the many sides of you. A lot of the times we're only falling in love, right? A lot of the times we're falling in love with just one face that is being presented to us. And that's that fairy tale phase, right? That's that fairy tale phase. But when it's about to go to the next level, the next thing is that purging, that purification, that the death. Let's say that. Okay? Are you feeling me? And this is the times when you questioning, like, damn, who is this person? This is the time where you're doing a lot of that shadow boxing. This is the time where it's like, you are showing me so much of me that I don't like, right? You are showing me so much of my unresolved shit, my unresolved trauma, my mother wounds, my father wounds, the abuse that I experienced in childhood. You're showing me all of those things, right? But that part is necessary for the purge and for the breaking down of the false self. Okay? That is necessary in order to destroy the self-identification with humanity. That part is necessary in order to release certain attachments. Okay? And so in this time, this is when things get heavy. This is when you're doing and saying things that you didn't even know that you would do or ever say. Okay? But when the relationship is truly a twin flame relationship, when it's truly a relationship built on love, it's a powerful thing in those moments, because that fire, it gets to destroy the false self. That fire starts to destroy all of that unresolved trauma, all of that bullshit you've been holding on to, all of the false beliefs, the false perceptions, all of the ego stuff. That twin flame fire starts to burn it away. But being burned up is not a joyful, happy thing. Okay? And so again, that's how you know real relationships that are really grounded in something that is beyond humanity. It can stand the ebb and flow, because there are going to be times when the relationship is flowing and times when the relationship is ebbing. Okay, so that's that part. Then you get on the other side of that destruction, and you come back into that creative force. Okay, and in that creative force, this is something so powerful. A twin flame relationship, family, has a joint purpose. Let me say this again. A twin flame relationship has a joint purpose, meaning there's work that we've come here to do together. There is an effect that we are meant to have on reality. There's an effect that we are meant to have on the spirit realm. There's an effect, an impact that we are meant to have on whoever comes in contact with us as one being. Okay? As I was preparing for this video, I kept hearing this Stevie Wonder song called Send Her Your Love. And y'all already know, because I've told you this before, but a lot of my spiritual channels come through music. And so I was listening to this. I didn't even listen to it, but I just kept singing the words. Send her your love. Don't hold back your feelings. You don't need a reason when it's straight from the heart. Show her your love. I mean, it's just a beautiful song. Send her your love. Stevie Wonder. Y'all go listen to that song if you really want to understand. He says something like, some people say that two hearts beating as one is unreal. And before, falling in love was so old-fashioned. Okay? Okay? Two hearts beating as one is unreal. Okay? I'm here right now to tell y'all that two hearts can absolutely beat as one. And that is the essence of a true twin flame relationship. when your heart is on the same, your heart is beating at the same rate. Okay? I want y'all to do that. I want y'all to do that one day. One day in your relationship, whoever you're with, I want you to see if y'all's hearts can start beating at the same rate. Try that. Try it. See how that works. Okay? Because two hearts becoming one is absolutely powerful. And if you watch the movie, if y'all watch the movie Silent Twins, at the end of the movie, they are showing the stars. And in the stars, there are two stars, which are symbolic of two entities, two souls, two light beings. Two stars that are separated in this movie. And at the end, they just keep singing a song that says, two becoming one, two becoming one, two becoming one, two becoming one. And as they're singing that song, the stars are moving closer and closer together and they become one. That is what a twin flame relationship is. That is what happens when you reunite with that twin flame. Okay? That is what happens. You become one thing again, right? You become one thing again because you've always been one thing. You've just forgotten, you've separated, you've probably spent lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes apart for whatever reason. I talked about the different reasons earlier in this video. So here's a ritual that I want y'all to do. Here's a ritual that I want you to do. I want you to get in the mirror. I want you to light a candle. I want you to first understand the movie is called Silent Twins. First understand that the mirror is a portal. Okay, so I don't want you to be looking in the mirror and be ignorant, right? The mirror is a portal, it's a spiritual portal. When you look into a mirror, things do come out, things are seen, things happen when you look into a mirror, especially when you look into your own eyes. And this is what you're going to do in this ritual. You're going to light a candle, you're going to get in the mirror, you're going to look into your own eyes. Now, pick one eye to look at, because when you try to look at both of your eyes, it doesn't work, okay? Pick one eye and just stare into that one eye. And then I want you to ask yourself the question, who is my twin flame? Or you can ask yourself, who am I really? Right? You can ask yourself, who am I really? That is what I did. I got in the mirror, opened my eyes, and I was just asking myself, who am I? Who am I? Show me my real self. And I was thinking that I was going to see like some type of animalistic, futuristic, scary looking face. That's what I thought I was going to see. Boy, was I wrong. Right? I was wrong. What I saw was Dreamwise's face. My face literally morphed into his face. And at that moment, I was like, oh, shit, this is realer, deeper than I ever knew. Right? And when that happened, I was like, okay, now I get it. Now I get it. And I want y'all to know, even with that understanding, our relationship still absolutely, we work on ourselves, work on each other, work on these children. It doesn't, just because you realize that someone is your twin flame, it doesn't make the relationship easier. It doesn't make the relationship more pleasant. It doesn't make the relationship more pleasurable. It doesn't do any of those things. It's just a level of awareness. Okay? What it does do is it gives you an opportunity to truly observe yourself through the lens of another person. So now when he's talking to me and he's telling me something about myself, I really have to do my best to listen and lean in and not get too overwhelmed and frustrated or whatever, because he is the other part of me. All right. It's up to you, Jenny. It's up to you. I was kind of scary when I was doing it, so I kept the lights on. I lit the candle to help me with really setting the mood in this ritual, but I kept the light on at that time when I was doing that. Now though, I'll turn off the lights, have a candle, and I don't mind looking at myself in the mirror, but at that time I kept the light on. So it's up to you. It's up to you. But it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to observe. So y'all do that ritual And I would love to hear what it is that you see. You may see your child, you may see your father, you may see your mother, you may not see anybody. And if you don't see anybody, it might just mean that you're not ready for the full awareness of who that other part of you is or who you really are. Hell, you may see some type of mythical creature, because that's what I thought I was going to see. I thought I was going to see a griffin or something. Didn't happen. So go into the ritual intentional, go into the ritual with love, go into the ritual just curious, not projecting who it is you want to see or what it is you want to see, because you absolutely can project a certain reality onto the screen, right? You definitely can project a certain reality into your state of being. So understand, family, love is a fire. And one thing we know for sure is that love can create or love can destroy. And a twin flame, what we're simply talking about is fire. We're talking about the ability to create, right? Or the ability to destroy and burn away certain things. So you gotta be conscious. And I think the biggest thing that I want to leave you with today, family, is be conscious of yourself. Stop pursuing this spirituality for everybody else, right? Stop. Be honest about why you are on this path. It's not for your family. It's not for your partner, not consciously though. Like, see, I want y'all to stop being conscious and saying, oh, I'm doing this work for my twin flame. Oh, I'm doing this work for my mother, my father, my grandfather, I'm doing this. No, baby, you're doing this work for you. And then everybody else will simply receive the fruits of that labor, right? Your cup is going to spill over into them. Your cup is going to overflow into them. When you are doing this work for other people, you're going to miss the mark. Okay? When you're doing it for other people, you miss the mark. And I'm speaking, and I'm telling you that from my own experience, right? Based off of my natal chart, based off of my numerology and all of that, I am a very community driven person, right? A very community driven person. But I had to realize that I had to do this work for myself and let my community, let you all, let my family just receive the fruits of what I do. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. Happy Wednesday. Listen, Dream and I got something special planned for y'all. If you would love a spiritual accountability partner, go to our Patreon, sign up for the one-on-one spiritual accountability. You can either, if you sign up for that, you can either get a 1-hour session with us a month, or you can get 2 30-minute sessions with us a month. Again, you get to choose if you just want D-Ray. You get to choose if you want Dream. You get to choose if you want both of us. And then you get to schedule it at the time that is most convenient for you. I love it. I'm super excited about this because us together is such a dynamic and funny thing. And you'll see that both we have a different perspective, but when those perspectives come together, it creates something beautiful, like KJ, Kara, and Kim, or like what we're doing here on YouTube and the Master Student Conference and these books and these works of art and these conversations. Is just a manifestation of two hearts becoming one and operating in our purpose. If you are in a relationship and y'all don't have a joint purpose, a joint goal, whether it is to build wealth, to create healthy, spiritually conscious kids, whatever it is, you better have something that you're doing together. You better have it. If you don't have it, I can tell you right now, it's not going to work. Shout out to the family. Shout out to y'all. I love you. I love you. I love you. Get connected. If you need any type of spiritual support, y'all know what to do. Click the complimentary call. And if you book a complimentary call, show up. Stop self-sabotaging. Stop self-sabotaging. All right. I love y'all. We'll be talking soon. Peace. Peace over here too.